Hi, my name is Matt Carroll with World Class Coaching and with Hub Academy Sports Coach. I want to talk to you about some games that I've been looking at for utilizing with younger players. And I got a lot of these ideas from a book we have on the site called 40 Fun Games for Younger Players, which I'm going to put into the comment section so you can check that out on your own. Definitely a great book for coaches that are training younger groups. I run a lot of camps and clinics and things like that, and you play the same games and you play, keep away and you play this game, the other thing, sharks and minnows and stuff. And I'm always kind of looking for new games to play because, the biggest thing is the game's fun. And sometimes as coaches, we take some of the fun out of that and try to teach and do these things. And we have kids that are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, even 8 years old. They just want to enjoy it. And if you can capture that enjoyment, players are going to stick around for a lot longer. And, it's great that they're learning this move and that this and the other thing. But if they're out of the game, it doesn't really matter what you've taught them. So it's a really, really great book for getting some ideas for those games. The first one I got here, pretty standard, but you're adding a little bit different elements to it. It's called the Cardinal Directions game. And what you're just going to do is, this will be north, south, west, and east. Okay. And you as a coach are going to have them dribble. We're just getting them in there. It's a great game to play when they're first walking in. They're just trying to get, they just want the ball. And you call north, and every player goes north. And then before they can all get there, you call south. And they're all running there, and then you call east. And they have to think. They're having to listen to a visual cue. They're thinking. They're starting to zone in about soccer-specific stuff. They're not dribbling and talking and trying to pull a move and beat a guy or hit somebody with the ball or anything like that. It's they're focused on winning. They're focused on winning to get there the first before the other players do. But it's constantly changing. It's not really competitive in that there's a winner and you declare a winner. But they know that everyone's running over there. They don't want to be the last one. So you're calling out the directions. We then make this a little more difficult, and we put in 2 defenders. So when we call south, maybe this player has a turn, this player's here, and they take the ball from them. This player then would take the ball, and they would go south. This player then would be a defender and try to go get the ball. So we're just trying to, again, make some kind of fun game where we're getting in there, we're getting them moving, we're getting them on the ball, we're getting them thinking, and we're getting them focused in on soccer itself. So another great one I saw from this was creating a tic-tac-toe board. And I've seen this done, it's one of those trends where, you saw it on Instagram and every coach did it for a session. It was fun. The tic-tac-toe with the pennies, a good activation game. It's fun. Kids enjoy it. I definitely did it with a couple of my players, and they really had a lot of fun with it. We had a little number board. But this one adds a different element to it that I really enjoyed. And sorry for how poorly I'm drawing this tic-tac-toe board with the graphics. Just trying to get all these drills in. The drill maker is a much better tool than I'm giving it credit for, but I'm kind of rushed through this to get through all the drills for this video. And what we have here is we have a bunch of balls. We have a ball in each grip. And we have a line of players. And this is definitely where we can get our goalies involved. Oh, too many balls. We get our goalies involved. We can have little small-sided goals here and here. Or maybe we have the coaches be goalies, whatever you want. And let's say you have a black player here and a yellow player. And you have a bunch of players behind them. So in the regular tic-tac-toe game, player runs to the grid, drops a penny, runs back. Maybe they dribble with the ball, whatever it is. In this one, the player has a cone in their hand. Let's say this guy is blue cone. Okay. So this player runs first. They run up to a ball. And wherever the ball is, they try to take a shot. That ball's standing still, and they're going to take a free kick from the area. If they score from that area, they then can drop their cone. Okay. So if you miss a shot, you have to go retrieve your ball, put it back in there. Maybe the coach puts in another one, but then you drop your penny. So it's the same thing as the tic-tac-toe game, except that in this, it's requiring a little more skill. You're making a little more activation, and you're making it shooting. But shooting games are always tough. Every kid wants to shoot, but you can't have 30 kids shooting at one goal and one poor goalie or a kid shooting and then somebody's sitting in front of them. It makes it very difficult. Okay, so this creates a fun atmosphere for shooting, allows them to take lots of shots, but makes them think and kind of analyze the situation. So it's not just in isolation where we're taking a shot, a free kick or whatever it is, and then the next guy's going and we're standing in line. No, they're sitting there and the second guy in line is paying attention to where that ball's going because like, okay, wow, we need to get to this spot to win tic-tac-toe. So I thought that was a really cool variation on the tic-tac-toe game. Similar to that, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excuse me. I saw it this way as well, where you set up basically bowling pins. And you would do this on both sides, but just for the sake of time, I'm not going to put every cone out there right now. But I'll give you the concept. We need a grid here in the middle. And what we're going to do is the player is going to take a shot or a pass and try to hit one of the cones over here, the pins. If they're able to knock them down, we'll have a bunch of balls here in this grid. Okay, so we would have, again, you have on both sides, but I'm just going to do one side right now. You have this player here with a ball. And we have a little goal over here again, and we have a goalie in there, but I'm not going to put him in there. But so he's going to take a shot. If he's able to, how many cones he's able to knock down is how many shots he's going to be able to have. So he misses wide, and he only hits one. So he'll run up here, and he'll take a shot from this cone, this ball, and he gets one shot at it. So if he scores, he gets 1 point. All right. So the cone is how many balls you get to shoot. The goal is how many points you get. And we go this side, and the other side would go, and the other side would go, and the other side would go. So we're activating a pass. He sees it, he's counting, and he makes a run and takes 4 shots, 3 shots. He knocks down all 10, he gets to take 10 shots. So again, it's a fun game to make a shooting game active and involved, but also safe. And I think that's kind of some of the difficulties in shooting games, especially for young guys, is making it safe because you have so many kids running in front, getting in their heads. Now you can't shoot. You didn't knock down any pins, and it's kind of adding a passing element to it, but it's keeping things controlled and calm. So another one I saw was Feed the Tiger. Okay, so we have our grid here, and we have a bunch of players on the outside. And maybe the coach is the tiger. Maybe you have players that are a little more advanced or whatever. But within this, you have, I think I can do a box here. Oh, here we go. You have a box in the middle here. That makes things a little easier. And you have the tigers. So the tigers are these just neutral players in the middle here. And you have defenders around it. So you have as many players as you want, but I'm going to have 2v2 just for the sake of simplicity for this demonstration. And every player in black is a ball. And they're trying to feed the tiger. And we got some other balls off on the side as well, kind of off here in the distance, maybe a pile here. So if the players are able to feed the tiger or lose their ball, they can go get more. So it's not like, hey, I'm going to go chase my ball all over the place. There should be plenty of balls for them to be able to go to and get and then run around. So the black player here is looking to create an angle. They're dribbling at the yellow player. We'll call them the zookeeper. Okay, and this is the visitor. He wants to feed the tiger. He's going to feed the tiger by passing the ball to the zookeeper. And the zookeeper should keep the ball in there. And we're going to see, once 10 balls are in the cage, that team wins. All right. Again, nice little passing game, creating the idea of the 2v1 and creating space and things like that, but making it fun for the kids. And then what I would do is set it up so you're ending. Oops, not that one. You have something in your small group session, whether in the beginning or the end. Oh, those are all the wrong ones too. We're ending with a 1v1. So you'll line up 3 players here. You'll have 3 pug goals. And you'll have 3 defenders ready to go to defend. All right, and then you can teach. You want guys on the ball. You want them doing things. You want them using some of the skills they've learned in the game, the shooting skills, the dribbling skills from the previous games we played. And you're going 1v1. And then I would end every session with a game. Kids want to play. They want to play the game. It's going to look messy. It's going to look ugly. They might not bring everything you taught about in the session into it, but for the younger ages, it's just about having fun. And the game for them is fun. And as long as the game is fun for them, they're going to keep playing it. And as long as you keep playing it, you can work on them to improve them as players and keep growing them within the game. So again, my name is Matt Carroll with World Class Coaching and the help of Academy Sports Coach, and the book 40 Fun Games for Young Players. I'd love to hear some of your the games you play when you your younger kid clinics and sessions and your teams and things like that. And you can put those in the comments. And the book will be in the comments as well for you guys to check out. So again, Matt Carroll, hope this session finds you well.